The cliff doesn't end here. The architecture begins. Weathered black timber, dry stone walls built from the same rock the headland is made of, a turf roof that bleeds into the moorland behind it. This structure was not designed to stand out against its landscape. It was designed to be continuous with it, to read from a distance as something that has always been here. The architectural language is unmistakably Norse. The steep pitch of the roof, the heavy timber framing, the scale that speaks of endurance rather than elegance. But what makes this design extraordinary is not its reference to history. It's the precision with which that reference has been translated into a contemporary dwelling without losing a single gram of its original weight. The primary living volume is conceived as a great hall, and it earns that description completely. Exposed heavy timber trusses span the full width of the space overhead. A floor-to-ceiling dry stone fireplace anchors the room structurally and atmospherically. The kind of hearth that functions as architecture, not just as a fixture. Leather seating, wolf fur throws, hand-carved furniture. Every element reinforces a material palette that is consistent, deliberate, and deeply considered. It is a house that makes you feel the weather without exposing you to it. The study is where the craftsmanship reaches its most concentrated expression. A single desk, solid dark oak, its apron carved with interlocking Celtic knotwork, occupies the center of the space with the presence of a ceremonial object. Bookshelves line every wall, their timber framing detailed with the same carved motifs that appear throughout the house. A tufted leather wing chair faces a secondary fireplace, its stone surround rough-hewn and unapologetically structural. This is a principle rooted in the Norse building tradition, where the act of making was itself considered sacred. The private sleeping quarters maintain the full architectural intensity of the rest of the house, scaled down but not softened. The bed frame is solid carved timber, its posts detailed with knotwork that continues the language established throughout. A stone fireplace faces it directly, positioned so the fire is the last thing seen before sleep and the first thing felt at waking. Navy and earth tone textiles, embroidered with runic patterns, layer the bed with a richness that is tactile rather than decorative. Even the dressing space speaks the same architectural language. Deep, reclaimed timber joinery, its grain darkened and aged, lines every wall with open shelving and hanging rails detailed at their edges with carved knotwork. A central island in solid timber functions as both storage and surface. A window seat upholstered in fir looks directly out to the open sea. Nothing here was designed as secondary or utilitarian. The sanitary spaces complete the architectural narrative with equal authority. A vessel basin hewn from a single piece of river stone sits on a vanity whose timber apron is carved with the same knotwork vocabulary found throughout. Slate floor tiles laid in irregular courses echo the dry stone walls of the exterior. A fully open shower faces a planted cliff garden, succulents and coastal grasses contained within stone walls, with the Atlantic headland visible beyond. Architecture has always been at its most powerful when it responds to extremity, extreme climate, extreme landscape, extreme history. This house sits at the intersection of all three, and rather than retreating from them behind polished surfaces and controlled comfort, it leans in, it builds from the rock, it carves from the timber, it opens to the storm. The result is a home that doesn't just occupy its site, it belongs to it, the way the cliff does, completely.